Monday afternoon, Phillip Island wrap. Sorry I didn't get back to you last night, as clearly I was as disappointed as you were, and I think the bleep button would have been full use, so I thought we'll can keep the emotion under control and give you a proper update today of what happened. Big weekend, we went into the weekend off the back of a very disappointing Bathurst and Gold Coast. I think we had good car speed in those two events, but they both got away from us for one reason or another. So we went to Phillip Island, knowing a lot of the updates we've done this year would help the issues we had there last year. But equally so, we went in there knowing it was going to be a fairly tough event for us. So overall, fairly happy that we had GT on the pace. Disappointed that James wasn't up there giving GT a run for his money. But worked through the weekend. Guys did a good job Friday, Saturday with the car. GT had two good fourth places when we had to fight our way through from not bad qualifying positions, but not where we need to be, so sort of a P8, P9. But muscled his way to the front and then was able to catch the leaders and get onto the back of that leading train. So that was encouraging going into Sunday. And then did a better job in qualifying. 3 cars in the top 8 was good. GT on the second row was good. And again, fantastic start. GT really does know how to get these things off the line. Very aggressive first lap, which is something he's known for. And then the race started playing out. We found ourselves following the Volvo in the first stint. We purposely put less fuel in than those guys did at the first stop because we needed to get the track position. We couldn't let him just go down the road, so we needed to get in front of him. So we did that. Then the safety car came out, lap 15 or whatever it was. We knew we'd need to put more fuel in and be in the pit lane longer than they would be in that stop. So we reached the regulatory amount of fuel that needs to come out of the fuel rig, and then normally we add on, a little bit of a safety margin, which is, it just allows for difference in temperature and things like this. Your fuel usage goes up and down depending if you're running in traffic and how hot the engine is. So we normally have a little bit of a buffer. We were really pushing it. We knew we needed to take some risk, so we elected to not put in the safety margin and put in just the minimum amount by the rules. We did that because we knew we needed to come out in front of the Volvo. I think if we'd come out the pit lane second, on a normal weekend we'd have taken second and been quite happy with it and put it down to a decent day's work. But we're not here to be second. We're here to win races. So we took a little bit of risk, got GT to the front, beat them in the pit lane, and then we all saw what unplayed from that point on. Got back to the lead of the race restarted, carried on in the front, dictating the pace. Already at that point we'd told GT onto the safety car he needed to save us some fuel. He was hitting the number we gave him to run to, but the number was just to get us to the line with nothing left. If we'd asked him to probably save more, then for sure we would have lost the place earlier in the stint. So we let him run, we let him race. We didn't know, if there was a safety car, anything like this had come later in that stint, then we would have had the fuel would have been given to us, or if Scotty's tyres had gone off like we'd hoped, then we would have been able to save the extra fuel we needed. So we ran the gauntlet. We were there for the win. We're not there for second place. The funny thing is, TV didn't really hear the message when we were under the safety car telling him we need fuel. So it was all fairly quiet in TV land, I'm told, and we kept it quiet on the radio. We didn't really want to tell the guys up the road that we were up against it. So we pushed on hard. We put everything on the table. The last 2 laps were very stressful. We've obviously got all the telemetry, and we could see that we were into the pod already. That particular circuit, if you get down to MG and you haven't triggered the pot, then you're home safe. That's 2 laps to go. We were down at Honda actually. We were in the pot already, so we knew it was going to be bloody tough. We got on the phone on the last lap and said, you're going to have to try and give us everything. GT just drove the wheels off the thing. We can't ask any more for him, and we're all as gutted as he was. But at the end of the day, we produced a good car. The car was quick. We were there, trying to win the race instead of flogging around down the back. So I'm happy. I think we did the right thing. Gutted we didn't get the result, but we're still going to take P2. It's still a good result. So now going to go into Sydney, a bit more confidence. We know our guys like the street circuits. Car should be good, and that's the way I want to finish the year. For me, this year has been about developing the car, which we've been doing very aggressively, getting all the pieces of the jigsaw together, ready to come out next year fighting. And I want to go into the break with a race win under a belt, so all the guys can have a good amount of time off and come back next year, try and put a championship together. So, sorry we didn't win the race, but we'll take P2 in this circumstance. Thanks a lot, guys.